What's up, guys? Welcome back to another edition of 101 Sports and Cards Sports Card episode. As always, I'm Nathan Halloween. With me, George.
What's up? So I'm going to go straight into releases. We have 2023 Panini 1 football coming out on Friday.
Don't buy it.
Yeah.
It's too expensive. You get one card.
Yeah, you can't get CJ Stroud autos.
I do want the Jordan Love that they have as their whatever.
Yeah. WWE Prism Undercard, and then Leaf Electrum Multisport. I'll definitely be buying the Leaf Electrum. And
I'm not going to be buying anything because Pro Debut was supposed to drop Friday, but no. Topps decided, already pushed it back a few weeks. Let's push it back another 2.
Yeah, get those sticker
That's all they're going to do.
Cards.
That's all they're going to do. It's going to be pushed back until November.
That's what it was last year, basically.
It's crap.
And don't get better.
If it's as bad as it was last year.
Topps is in trouble.
No, Michael Rubin's in trouble.
So, Topps releases a collab of lids. It looks kind of cool. The hat's kind of cool.
They did not look cool.
I like them.
I don't like that the autos are on the under.
Oh, it's under the bill.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can't display it.
Yeah. It's cool, but it's expensive. But I'm not going to buy one because it'll probably be too damn expensive for hats.
Yeah.
The team.
Hats are expensive.
Yeah. The Team USA card breaks the Topps Now Print One record with 588,030. That's an absolute ton. So you could probably find that card in the dollar box if you didn't get one from it.
Find it in the cent box.
The 2023 Panini Mosaic NFL Customer Service Sparkle Packs are being sent to customers as a replacement for the redemptions. The packs contain 2 red Sparkle parallels and 1 numbered to either 96, 24, or 8. I suggest if you get one, you sell it. Topps Midnight Basketball is the first jersey auto of Victor Wembanyama. So if you're
Too much.
It probably is. The 101 Stroud downtown, CJ Stroud downtown, got pulled. So,
of course, who pulled it?
A breaker.
It was not backyard breaks. I know that.
It was not. It was ball bell breaks. Don't know who they are.
I do. They've pulled a lot of stuff.
Well, they pull everything. Everybody pulls anything anymore if you're a breaker.
Yeah.
So, Topps debut patches are coming to the NFL and the NBA. Could you just imagine if you had a Victor Wembanyama or a CJ Stroud? It'd be insane. We're going to see the Paul Skeens one, how insane that's going to be. There will be a bounty. How many bounties are going to be on the Pro Debut patches this year? MLB debut patches.
Well, there's going to be one for him. There's going to be one for Ellie.
Jackson.
Jr. Jackson.
All 3 Jacksons.
Yeah.
Skeens.
I already said Skeens. I feel like other than that, other than that, it kind of drops off after them. I just want to know how much they're going to be selling it for.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to really raise the price of it because of that.
I mean, they've already raised the price on everything else.
Honestly, I think they should be in Dynasty.
Yeah.
Not in a Topps Chrome update box because that makes it more expensive, and it's about the only way you know you're going to sell the product. But this year...
Look at last year's. You can get it for dirt cheap this year.
Yeah.
And the Jordan Walker still has not been pulled.
That's true, but I don't know if anybody wants that. But you take that bounty, because that bounty, I think, is still alive.
It'd still be cool to pull.
It would be. It would be awesome.
I want to know how many haven't been pulled yet.
Yeah. It would be cool. But this year's MLB debut checklist is probably going to be a little bit better than last year's. If they have them.
Yeah, just because last year they didn't have, Adley going.
Yeah.
And you're really basically Volpe.
Yeah. I would probably put one out for Noelby, but I know I probably can't afford it. So, I'll give you $1,000 for it if you get it.
It's going to be a little bit more.
Probably. I'll drop a loan on it for you. Or we can do a trade, I can give you my Julio, my my Julio, and then some Pokemon maybe, or my Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels dual auto. I could trade that to you. Fuck, my Michael Phelps green auto could be up for trade for that. I'll trade you my whole collection if you just give me that damn card.
What if I pull it up?
Well, then I would probably do some bad stuff to you to get that card. Not kill you, but
that's where I was going.
No, I want to kill you.
Damn, you kill me over Noelvi?
No.
For a guy who does PDs and sucks.
Just wouldn't even sell it to me, probably, or even give me a chance. He'd be, get off eBay!
I would.
Yeah, you probably will.
I would! I'm giving you a good deal on a once-in-a-lifetime card.
I'd give you a good deal on one if I pull one for you. But I know you want to buy it, so...
I don't have any that I'm looking for. Unless Bryce has one, which he doesn't.
What about, like, a Jordan Love? Like if I got a nice Jordan Love. Like his downtown. I'd cut you a deal on his rookie downtown, the cow.
Well, that's his only downtown.
Yeah, and what if I pull it somehow?
How would you pull it?
I don't know. Maybe.
When are you opening up 2020 Optic?
What if I get money one day? I'll buy a case of it.
You better have a ton of money.
Shut up. Speaking of ton of money, only Holland's Salzburg cards, which is when he was a rookie, is going to be in the champions in the I don't know what's the dynasty. I don't know if it's his top dynasty soccer or what, if it's like, Premier League or what. I think it's just all, but the checklist is absolutely amazing in it. But the Holland, there is one with the Liverpool on December 10th, 2019, which was his basically his like rookie jersey. So those are going to do pretty well, I feel like. It's because he's one of the best ever already. And then there's a new bounty, and you know it. I don't. It's like 500K. Yeah.
Well, Jeff Wilson did a new bounty for the triple auto with LeBron, and Durant, making it $250,000 because him and King Golden are just going at each other. About it, and then who did I tell you?
I don't know.
How dare you not write it down?
I don't think it matters. I think it's going to beat. So
yeah, it will be beat. But they offered $500,000.
I feel like this guy's going to get a $2 million bounty by the end of it.
I don't even know if I'd take that.
I'd probably just put it on either eBay or put it on give it to Golding and just let them sell it and not let them get
crappy bounty that they put out.
Yeah. I mean, if you think, I actually think this card's worth like $250,000, you're nuts. This card's gonna go for a lot.
Yeah.
Because this may be the only card that we ever have. This is their last Olympic card, most likely, together. Because KD's probably going to retire, Steph's probably going to retire, LeBron, we don't know. He's probably going to play until...
Bronny has a kid.
Yeah.
He'll play with a grandson.
Yeah, he won't play with Bonnie because, he sucks. And he'll be out of the league in 2 years. But, so, buy, sell, hold.
You don't have the new top sets?
I didn't see anything about that.
Wow, look at you just slacking today. Absolutely.
Is it like Topps football and basketball? Because if it is, I don't care. Yes. I don't care then. Because I'm not buying any of it. It sucks.
But other people will be.
Well,
also, don't go out and spend. There's blaster boxes, Topps Chrome, basketball that are popping up on eBay. The first one I saw had a bid of almost $150. You just buy a damn hobby box. At least you get 3 guaranteed autos in it. And the blasters are going to be terrible. I'm going to tell you, the whole product's going to be terrible. For one, it's ugly. They're absolutely ugly. I don't get why they didn't do, like they're going to do a Topps Chrome football with the baseball chrome design.
Yeah.
Because at Fanatics Fest, they leaked that out. So, I don't know. But they are making, Topps is making Motif football, which is a high-end product. It includes 6 on-card autos per 8-card box. It released on September 13th. You can chase guys such as Tom Brady autos. Of course, all the rookies. They have some sick patch cards like that, Stroud patches.
It looks like
disgusting.
It looks like Absolute.
It does look like Absolute. It doesn't look like a high-end product. But they're doing that. I believe they're also doing one for basketball later on. They announced a bunch of stuff at Fanatics Fest that are just going to be way out of your price range.
But people's going to buy them.
Oh, hell yeah, they will.
I may buy 1 box of retail and that's it, just to see.
I probably won't buy any. They're so. I saw a guy on Twitter who opened up a blast. They are so ugly. They look worse than Donruss baseball this year. Have you seen Donruss baseball this year? They're ugly. Donruss baseball looks ugly this year with the design.
I like them.
Of course you do. You like anything.
Not everything. We're going to go into buy sell hold now. We're going to go with the guy we just talked about. Erling Haaland.
Everything. Sell stuff of him, after, he was one of the best soccer players. He's the best soccer player in the world right now. Over anybody. He's one of the best he's going to end his career as one of the best soccer players ever. So sell some, hold some, buy some. Either way, you're going to be making money off of it. Unless the card market absolutely crashes, which if Fanatics keeps going how the way it is, it will. Because people are just going to stop being in the hobby. Just do everything. I won't, because I can't afford Erling Haaland cards. But if you can...
You can get his numbered stuff pretty cheap. Not his rookie stuff.
Well, no crap. I'm not just going to go out and buy a numbered Erling Haaland.
I have.
Of course you have.
I think Haaland is one of the best players of all time already. And if you're buying Lamine Yamal, you're an idiot when Erling Haaland is 2 times cheaper. Not for his rookie stuff, man. His rookie stuff's kind of dropped off a little bit. Still expensive. But you're paying almost the same amount for a guy that's played like half a season and showed a little bit of promise. What's happening is the exact thing that happened to Erling Haaland. People don't want to miss out because Erling Haaland was hyped, but he wasn't like selling for expensive. And people bought him cheap, and then his stuff went stupid, and it's still going stupid. He's expensive because he's one of the best of all time already. People don't want that to happen with Lamine Yamal. Now they gave Lamine Yamal basically the expectation of he's going to be Erling Haaland or something like that, and I think he's going to be good, but I don't think he's going to be that kind of level. He's basically going to become Messi 2.0 with his prices.
Nobody will ever be Messi.
No. Next guy is Keontae George. One of the hottest guys in basketball sports culture now that everyone is talking about.
Why?
A lot of people like him. Pike is one of the only guys that has autos.
That is true. I like Keontae. The Jazz are going to be...
awful.
Yeah, they're going to be... They did absolutely nothing this offseason.
But that gives him more of the ball.
I like him, but if I had any... Just because you can get his autos in basketball products this year would be him. If I was you, I would rather just go out and spend money on Lauri Markkanen. If you want anybody from the Jazz, he's going to get traded next offseason. There's no way the Jazz are going to keep him around. They signed him to an extension. He can't get traded till next offseason. His rookie stuff really is not that expensive for how good of a player he is and how good of a player he could still be, because people forget that Lauri Markkanen is young. He came in as a very highly touted prospect with the Bulls. The Bulls, they can't develop anybody. They couldn't develop a freaking fly. It died before it did anything. Then he ended up in Utah, played great. So I'd much rather buy him. I'd also much rather buy Taylor Hendricks. I think Taylor Hendricks is a much better player over Keontae Johnson. But Keontae George, not Keontae Johnson.
He plays for them.
Yeah, Keontae Johnson sucks. If you buy Keontae Johnson, you're an idiot. Just because he does have a good story.
Yeah,
but he sucks. But I'd much rather have Taylor Hendricks over Keontae George, because Taylor Hendricks is going to be the leader of this Jazz team. He's a much better player. He's a better scorer, defender, everything. But Keontae George is still going to be good. The only bad thing is that this Jazz team is not going to be good in a while, because they do not have
young and cool guys and picks.
They do have a ton of picks, just because of the Rudy Gobert and the Donovan Mitchell trade. Plus, they'll get picks for Markkanen if they trade him. They still have a ton of guys. The only bad thing is, last year, they screwed Walker Kessler. Because they traded for John Collins, and they started John Collins at center, which was a terrible idea, because John Collins was an undersized power forward, let alone an undersized center. And then you saw Walker Kessler, who played great his rookie season, and then everybody last year was like, what happened to him? Nobody really paid attention to the Jazz, because they were bottom of the league. Nobody cares about anything in Utah. I didn't even know. I was wondering why he was like this, and then whenever I started this new job of writing and I did an article about him, I saw that he did not start. He started like 12 games, and that's it. So that's why you're going to see a dip. So just the Jazz aren't a smart organization. Also, the bad thing is Danny Ainge runs them. Danny Ainge is too stupid to trade anybody. We saw it during his time with the Celtics. He wants too much in return, which is why Markkanen wasn't dealt already this offseason, and why a lot of their guys have not been dealt already, some of their older guys, just because Danny Ainge expects to get a whole team's future for one player, and that's not going to happen. So I don't see the Jazz. If you want to invest in Keontae George, he is somewhat expensive, especially his autos. His number stuff's even expensive. If you're going to do that, go with somebody else. If you're going to spend his money, add some more by Victor, by Bilal Coulibaly, who's cheaper than him. For some reason, the Wizards have a much brighter future than the Jazz do. Also, if you can go out by Brandon Miller, any of them. Possibly the Thompson twins. The Rockets have a bright future, although I hate saying that. The only bad thing is if Amon actually plays. Asar played great last year until his blood clot. The Pistons, although they don't seem like they have a bright future, they do have a somewhat brighter future than before getting Tobias Harris. They cannot be worse than what they are last year unless Cade Cunningham just decides to break his neck or something, which, I mean, he's had every other injury, so that could possibly happen. But I would say hold what you have. I wouldn't be buying. And wait a couple of years and then sell unless you just don't think he's going to be good, and then sell once the season starts.
I think buy now and then sell at the beginning of the season. I think he's going to be one of the most hyped rookies coming out this next year coming up, because he didn't start great, but then he became at the end as one of the best rookies playing. I would say he was probably the third best rookie at the end of the year, behind Victor Wembanyama and Brandon Miller in performance.
I'd say Bilal was over him.
They're
I'd say
both close.
Asar over him.
They're both close. But a lot of people like him.
The only ones you can't say were over him of the big guys were Amon, because he didn't get a chance, and then also Scoot, because Scoot's just bad.
Yeah.
I actually don't feel bad for everybody who invested in Scoot. If you would have actually watched his tape and saw that he can't shoot, you would have known. And them funky little goggles that he wears doesn't help.
I like Keontae George. I think he's a good buy, and sell him, and or you can hold him. I would look at Keontae George stuff. He's kind of cheap, and I'm looking at Bilal also. So
looking at Bilal.
Next guy, a guy that has had a great second half, along with his team, and Corbin Carroll.
By Corbin, I don't think his stuff's really gone up that much. I haven't seen. I have quite a few of his stuff listed, and none of it's selling. So, and I haven't changed the price on it. So, he was already cheaper than what you would expect, even entering the season with his rookie autos. I mean, when you can get one of his rookie autos for $150. Some not even that much during his absolutely horrific first half of the season. I kind of wish I would have bought one, but also I don't, because I'd say buy, just because the Diamondbacks have a good.
They're just all around good. They play great.
The bad thing is that Ketel Marte got hurt for them.
Yeah.
And their pitching rotation is
injured,
very up in the air.
Besides Zach Gallen, that's about it.
Zach Gallen has not been that good.
Well, he's usually pretty damn good.
He has not been that good this season. Basically because he's been hurt like 3 different times.
Yeah.
He has also not been as Zach Gallen-y as he should be. That's a very, very weird phrase to use.
When Corbin Carroll plays good, this team plays good. So,
I mean, he's a rare player who has power,
everything.
speed, defense, contact.
He's got everything. He's a 5-tool player. If he can just keep it all together on a consistent season, hopefully he's not like a Julio, who can only put together one good half. But I think they both can figure it out eventually and get, MVP type years. I mean, Corbin Carroll was top 5 in MVP as a rookie.
Everybody has sophomore slump.
Yeah, I mean, so
there's very few players in any sport that doesn't go through a sophomore slump.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Ellie may suck complete balls next year.
I mean, it's the same in football. You could see C.J. Stroud not be as good this year.
Yeah.
And if that day comes, my God.
A lot of money lost in the hobby.
Everybody will be like, what? Shouldn't have bought him. Shouldn't have bought him.
I still think he'd be a great player.
I do too, but
yeah,
they're going to easily win the division, which you'll see next week. Because that division, freaking, a Pee-wee football team will win that division.
Maybe. So I want to go in overrated and underrated. Mosaic basketball.
Overrated. Mosaic anything's overrated. They're ugly, they're expensive, and they suck.
I'm going to go overrated for basketball. I do like Mosaic baseball, but they don't make it anymore, which sucks, because the parallels look awesome. I love the Mosaic parallels. The base cards I can do without, but they look awesome, but it's too damn expensive. And stay away from Mosaic basketball blasters, because my goodness, they are horrific.
If you're going to buy Mosaic basketball, just buy the Fast Break that came out.
I'd go with Hobby. I've seen nothing but good things from the Hobby. If you can afford FOTL, FOTL is amazing for Mosaic basketball this year. But if you're going to buy anything like that, just go with Optic or something like that. So
Optic Prism.
Well, why not? So, that's all I have.
That's all I have as well. Thank you guys for listening. Come back here next week. I don't know what we'll talk about next week.
College.
I would say I should have waited to do the football thing. That would have been smart. But I want people to buy it before, not just like the last day, because the season starts that Thursday. If you picked up anybody, good job. Also, if you picked up any Anthony Richardson, you're an idiot. Thank you guys for listening.
So the whole hobby.
Yes. Thank you guys for listening. Come back here next week. And as always, keep on collecting.